everyone. Welcome to Toy Break, episode 350.
Whoa,
350.
It's monumental, Neil. Monumental.
Monumental.
No.
I'm Aileen.
I'm George.
I'm Neil.
Welcome back to the couch, Neil.
Thanks.
It has been far too long.
It's been way too long.
349 episodes.
So this is for that one person that was asking about me.
He's still alive.
This goes out to you.
Neil, do you want to tell us what Toy Break is?
Oh, let me read this thing that's behind
Read?
Read,
I
you
mean,
memorize.
yeah, I have this memorized. Toy Break is your weekly internet show featuring news and reviews about designer vinyl plush action figures, collectibles, and other stuff. And everything else in the world of wonderful toys or something. Yeah? Is that right?
Yeah.
It's perfect.
When you did this before the show, did you memorize that or were you reading the thing?
I was totally reading up.
I thought you had memorized it. I was like, wow, that's really good.
It's right behind the camera.
I don't know what you're
What are you
talking
talking
about.
about?
Oh, I
There's
mean,
no words behind the camera.
There's the live studio audience.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they
that.
hold up cue cards for us.
All right.
All right, well, let's start as we...
I'm George.
George.
I don't see that anywhere on there.
All right, well, in case you're wondering, we're going to start out, as we always do, by thanking our site sponsors, like Tomonosuke.
Suburban Vinyl.
DKE.
Toys.
It should be on the same line.
What line are you talking about? There's nothing written. 3 Coconut Monkey.
Modern Brick Warfare.
And 3D Retro,
All on one line.
comma.
George, can you tell us if we have a costume contest
No,
going?
we do not have any kind of costume contests. But we do have another kind of contest. It's a Squid Kids Inc. Tendo contest.
Oh,
You
even
can win
better.
one of 2 sets of Tendos by Squid Kids Inc. just by going to the contest section on the toybreak.com forum and post your favorite NES game. That's it. All you got to do. Tell us which one's your favorite game. Deadline is April 15th.
Taxes are due and your contest entries are due in the
There's
US.
no,
That's
you
way
do not
too
need to
much
dress
pressure.
up in any way, shape, or form. There's not a costume contest.
What is your favorite NES game,
It's
Neil?
just a regular contest.
Oh my god, that's a hard question.
Contra? How about Contra?
Oh, Contra.
That's always a good one. Mario, always a good one.
Mario.
Super
He's
Mario
from a
Brothers.
different part of New York.
Not Mario. Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
a hard one,
Those-
huh?
Oh, Metroid was a big one for me.
Metroid.
Metroid,
That's
definitely.
good.
Oh, since you said Contra, now that's all I'm thinking about. You said
that's a good
Contra.
one.
No, George did. What's another one?
There's
Excite Bike.
There's a lot.
Oh, Excite Bike!
Those ramps started going inward to me, like the way that they're rendered or whatever.
Right, like you're
At least-
going-
Yeah,
like
it was
if
like
you
an
keep
optical
playing.
illusion. Yeah, I think I played it too much.
Oh, Mega Man 2.
Mega Man's a good one.
Did you mean Mega Man also, or the
No,
game
Mega
2?
Man 2. Where you fight Woodman. Alright, George?
Battletoads.
That was a
Battletoads?
shitty game.
That was a shitty game. How about A Boy and His Blob?
Oh, yeah.
That game was
that
so
one.
hard.
I think I
never
had
played
that
that.
one
Yeah, that's a
because
good
it turned into different shit, right?
one. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
hard.
that's
He ate a
right.
jelly bean. You could say that.
Yeah, it's fine.
He
Different
would eat
stuff.
jelly beans, and they would turn them into
Yeah,
different things.
yeah.
That's such a
That's a
hard
good one.
game.
Master Blaster. That's
Yes,
another one.
That was
I
a
love
hard
that
game
one.
too.
That was a good one.
Golgo 13.
I remember that.
The game sucked.
But he had
I don't even know
he
what
had
that
sex
game
with the lady in the hotel or something. That was like the first.
That's scandalous.
You just saw them kind of going in the
Scandalous.
window and it turned black or something.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
Sexy
it's
times.
sexy time. It's like, I can't believe this is on a video game.
And you watched it like 100 times.
Probably.
Wanky.
Well, just like I played
Wanky.
Metroid and tried to get her naked by the end of it because she takes her suit off like if you beat
Yeah.
it 3 times in a row or something. Yeah, I was a little pervy kid.
Oh, you guys.
So-
Video games used to be awesome.
So
They're
I'm
still awesome.
I'm holding this thing in my hand right
I'm
here,
holding...
guys.
I have a thing.
Neil, you don't have a thing.
I don't have a
It's
thing.
okay, but Neil can talk to us about stuff.
That's
He
true.
can talk with us about stuff.
So we're gonna tell Neil stories about stuff.
What are
You
we going to
gonna tell
tell
me a
Neil
story?
stories about?
This thing in my hand right here is a pass for Emerald City Comicon because we just went to it last weekend.
Woohoo!
What?
Emerald City in Seattle. Booyah.
And it is called Emerald City because of the lush green forests.
Ah,
Started
clearly.
in the mid-'80s.
Really? That's it?
The
80s?
The Force started in
The
there?
Yeah.
forests started in the 80s.
Not very
They're
tall. It's
They're
about
short
this tall.
forests. The tagline of Emerald City started in the 80s.
Thank you for that information, George.
I looked it up because I wanted to know why.
The more you know.
So yeah, Emerald City Comicon, we did it.
What'd you think?
It was.
Oh, technically, you guys, just so you know, I believe Emerald City is now considered the third largest Comic-Con in the nation in the U.S. by attendance. It's New York Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, Emerald City Comic-Con.
But not in that order. San Diego's,
in that order.
San Diego's higher.
Technically, that's how it's listed. I think there's some shenanigans going on with numbers.
I'm calling shenanigans on that right now. There's no way that more people are in New York than in San Diego. That's BS.
Because you've been to both,
And
right?
guess what? The same people that run New York run this one, so they're probably
Not
just
yet.
upping all the
They
numbers.
just got it.
Yeah, they're probably forging numbers. This one probably
that's
isn't
the
the
thing.
third.
Settle down.
No, I'm calling shenanigans.
A lot of conventions. So like when you read a magazine, when you're subscribed to a magazine,
Right.
they multiply their viewership or readership by like 4. So if there's 100 people subscribed to a magazine, they assume that that's 400. They actually advertise that as like 400 because they assume the general industry standard is they assume 4 people in that household or friends will read that magazine, that issue that you got. So it's very similar in the convention world. A lot of conventions, if they sell 3-day tickets, let's say they sold you a 3-day ticket.
Right.
Here, Neil, here's your 3-day ticket.
So they're counting me 3 times.
Even if you only went on Friday, they count you as 3.
That's kind of
Visitors.
shenanigan.
Now, I don't know if that's necessarily exactly how they do it, but that is a common practice with a lot of conventions. That may impact some of the numbers of these things. The point is, all of these conventions are huge, and there's dozens of thousands of over 100,000 people going.
Is that just U.S.? Because
yes, U.S.
The Japanese festivals have more
US.
people than that.
Only U.S.
All right.
I don't know the worldwide statistics.
I'm still saying New York. Even though I'm from New York, there's no way that there's more people at New York Comic Con than there is San Diego. That's BS. I'm calling it. But we're not talking about that
We're
right
talking
now.
about Emerald City. Let's keep going.
There was a lot of people here.
There's a lot of people.
It was pretty freaking packed the whole time. The first cosplay I saw was Yolandi Vesser, which was awesome.
Nice.
I didn't get a photo. I should have. I was like, oh, I'll see her again, I'm sure. I never saw her again.
We had a very fun trip up to Seattle, and we met up with some friends, and we had several other people that we knew at the con. And even that, like, I saw a couple people that I knew, but there were at least 10 more people that I knew that were at the con that I never saw because it was so big walking around.
It's such a weird layout.
Which I totally thought I was gonna
There's
see.
like 6 floors, and like one floor has all the like convention stuff, like the regular booths and stuff, artist alleys, that kind of stuff, and then like every other floor has all weird like sometimes there's like all of a sudden guy brought us in. He's like, oh, on the way up, we're going up escalators to different floors. He's like, oh, stop here. We'll go in and we'll get those dice that I was showing you. It was like a random room that had gaming stuff. Like
on like a gaming
it was
floor.
like a whole store, like that was their booth. It was like a whole room on this one floor that was just, I never even knew it was there. Like, I went by it like 5 times.
You really have to go up and down every nook and cranny to find everything.
It's so weird. Like,
Dragon Con like that, I heard? Like there's different floors and
well, Dragon
buildings or
Con's
something?
split over 4 or I think now 5 hotels.
Oh,
so each
wow.
hotel has, like, if you want the celebrity autographs, one hotel's sort of dedicated to that.
All right.
If you want to buy stuff, there's one dedicated to that. There's different events happening in each one. So it is split up like that, but somehow it made more sense at Dragon
yeah, and I feel like you could find things at Dragon Con. Like this one, there were hidden things that I just never even knew.
I'm sure if we spent more time there, we would become familiar with the layout.
Like one floor was all celebrity autographs. Another floor was the con stuff, split over like different rooms, and there was like a walkway
even
bridge.
like Artist Alley, because of the way the convention center's split, there's a sky bridge in between.
Mm-hmm.
So even Artist Alley, like half of it was in one room with a bunch of, larger booth vendors, and half of it was in another. Like it's kind of strange. Like
It's where they just wouldn't put it in all one area.
Yeah, it wasn't one area, and also it was very much comic and art focused.
very much.
Very little toy things. There were some older toy,
Like
a couple of booths that were older toy vendors that had old Star Wars figures and He-Man stuff and stuff, but very few.
Maybe 4, maybe 5.
No Hollywood sci-fi booth or this
Warner
movie
Brothers.
no movie booths. They did have Legacy. What's the people that did the Pacific Rim movie? Legendary
Legendary.
Pictures.
Yeah.
They had a booth, but it wasn't like a Comic-Con where it was like a giant fiasco with things. They literally had a 10x10 booth, and it was just open, and they had a couple posters on the back. Like, that was it. There was a guy standing there, but I don't know what he did. Like,
I wonder if they do that on purpose.
yeah, it was very not Comic-Con. It wasn't Pop Culture Con. It was very...
It was,
Pop
though, but it was
culture
pop culture based on art and comics.
Right, it wasn't sci-fi, movies,
It
pop
was not
culture,
movie
TV. There wasn't any of that kind of stuff. The
oriented.
celebrity people they had were all those people, but they were like off on a different floor, like in a
Right.
different section.
What did you think of the con overall? Did you like it?
It was good. I wasn't looking to really buy a lot of stuff because we had just bags to take on an airplane, so you don't really get to...
Even as much as we bought, we were like, how do we get this back on the plane?
Yeah. But it was fine. It was good, I
Okay.
guess.
Would you go back?
Yeah, I would like to see more toy stuff there, just because that's the stuff I like.
Maybe
but
we need to get a booth and take some toys there.
that would be fun.
Should we talk about what's on my badge?
Let's talk about what's on our badges, and I
What's
got
in
this
your
little
badge?
one right here.
What is it?
What do you got there?
Look at that. It's a little Boba Fett.
Boba
So
Fett, where?
these were made by
Did this come with the passes?
No,
Oh.
no.
these were made by Crystal Lord. She's from Canada, and she gave these to Aileen and I. Mine's a little Boba Fett with some
And yours, let me guess, yep. It's an Ewok.
an Ewok.
There's like little grass in there and
little
everything.
forest.
That's awesome.
How good is that? It's the old Micro Machines, the tiny itty bitty scaled Star Wars characters
Yeah.
in their own little like terrarium. So
Oh,
That's
awesome.
really cool of her.
She
Yeah,
does.
look at that.
She does little painted. I don't have it over here.
We can have it on the next episode. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll talk more about her stuff
That's
next time.
awfully
But
nice of
thank
her.
you, Crystal, for these. She's awesome,
Yes.
and she does cool customs.
And she got to be in the book.
The book?
Which is,
What book?
Emerald City. Like one of the biggest.
I take this off. It's rattling.
One of the biggest lines at the show was the line for the actual Emerald City Comicon merchandise.
Which was a
What?
lot of T-shirts.
Which was, yeah,
and an
t-shirts,
exclusive
socks.
figure, which we'll show you in a minute. Socks.
But
the art book.
One thing they do is they always do an art book. And much like, it's kind of like Comic-Con's book that they give for free to everybody, but it's a
But
soft
this is
cover.
hardcover, yeah.
But this one's a hardcover version, and it's different artists just all doing different art. I'll try and go this way so they can see.
And this
some
one's
of
called
it.
Monsters and Dames.
It's and it's always Monsters and Dames.
Oh, it's always Monsters and Dames?
Yeah, I was looking at some people had them for sale from other years.
Oh, that's cool.
Comic-Con doesn't do this stuff, though. It's
They don't-
this is
no.
an
No.
art book.
Yeah,
This
this
is-
is a full-on art book.
Very cool.
So
That's cool.
Let's see if I can find Curry's page while we're talking about
How much
stuff.
was the book?
I think it was $30.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. for
Artists
a
like
hardcover.
Bruce Timm, are in there. Camilla D'Erico, Tony Parker, Kevin McCoy. There's a bunch of names in here. Let's see. Are they in order? Crystal Lord, page 76. And then all of the, or not
Oh,
all,
it smells
maybe
good.
all, the artists were in somewhere in the artist alley. So you
Oh,
can
nice.
go and get
That's
your
awesome.
book signed by everybody if you wanted to.
It's cool that people actually participating in the show are included
So here's,
in the book.
this one is
Oh, that's cool.
Crystal Lord. So, yeah, it was pretty neat. I mean, if you want to take a look through that.
Yes, please.
But the line when we first got there on Friday, the line for the Emerald City booth was like
Oh, it was wrapped around the building.
do-do-do-do-do, and then down and then out the door around the side. I was like, oof,
It was like a
forget
Disney
it.
line.
Wow.
I was like, I kind of want this book and I kind of want this figure right here. And I was like, I don't know if I want to wait in that line.
So that was an exclusive, too?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this one
Tell us
is
about
the Soundwave limited edition, designed by Wade Shin. And so later on, I went back when Aileen was doing some Lego chatting with her friends. And
Sometimes you gotta talk Lego.
I went back upstairs, and the line was a lot shorter. So I was like, I'll just jump in line now.
No, I'll just do that.
So this is
That's cool.
That's
a
awesome.
stylized Soundwave. Here's
Can
a
we
little-
open this?
This is what makes it exclusive. This is coming
Oh.
out at some point in time. This is going to come out.
That is... I thought it was gonna have more of a graphic on it. So the tape is green, and it just says ECCC Super Mix with the little E from Emerald City.
But
I mean, it's cool. That's
if I'm
fine.
not mistaken,
And especially if you want to collect them all, then yeah, it does. But I'm trying to figure out how to open it.
probably just tear, right?
Oh, it's rubbery.
Is it like an eraser?
Yeah.
It's probably cheaper to make it that way. But
Oh yeah, it's very erasery. Look at it, it fits in.
it fits in his little.
Nice.
Now you can never get it back out. Press the button.
That's not that kind of thing.
Oh, it does, the button doesn't do it?
No.
Aw, poops.
It's cool that they made it so the tape fits in.
What is this smear of here?
It looks like
Oh, it's
like
just
sometimes
dust.
when you put glue on things, especially like an ABS like this, and this is not a vinyl toy, by the way.
It totally looks like a vinyl toy online. It's so weird.
Yeah, it is not a vinyl toy. This
Why
is
would
an
they make that in ABS?
ABS
It's
toy,
plastic.
and it's not
Crazy, right?
articulated either. It had to be ABS to be able to stand like this.
What do you think, Neil?
I'll just put that in there. That's gonna break down. Touch it.
Touch it.
But the funny thing is, when I was standing in line for this, I gave Scott a call because I know he's a Soundwave fan,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Hey, did you want me to pick you up one of these Soundwave figures?"
I feel like I'm gonna break it.
And he's like, "Yeah, of course." So I picked him up one, and the guy in front of me had heard me talking about it,
Yeah.
and he had one in his hand. He was going through the line for something else, and he's like, "Yeah," he's like, if you want, Wade's in over by Artist Alley. He's like, he has them at his booth too.
Oh.
You don't even have to wait in this line to get
Oh,
them.
nice.
So I was like, oh, I could have just
Didn't know
I
that.
could have just saved that. Apparently, he didn't know it either at first. Like the guys at some point during the show was like, I should be selling this at my booth too, like because people are buying it and coming over to him for an autograph.
Right.
So at some point, he was able to get a case, and he had some at his booth to sell. But here it is, signed by the
Awesome.
Nice.
dude. Yeah, it was cool.
And how much was that one again?
I think this was 40.
40. I believe that's correct.
So it's 40 and 30 for that. And then they had all sorts of things like socks, which actually sold out before I got there.
Exclusive
Shoelaces.
socks?
Yeah, they just said they were green. It said Emerald City on.
You know what? This would have been cool when I was in Artist Alley at San Diego.
Yeah.
To be a part of something like this, that would have been cool.
Yeah,
I don't
and it
know.
makes people go around and get
Yeah,
autographs
yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
check out your table.
And then people that don't have their work in books, this would
It's a printed
this would be
thing.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Printed publication. Like.
San Diego should totally do that.
They should definitely. I don't know who would do that because DeviantArt sponsors the area now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know
Maybe
if
they
it
would
be
be able to do
them
that?
or yeah. So if anybody's watching that deals with that, that's an
Great
awesome
idea.
idea.
We also found that there is an Ewok Builders Club in Seattle. And I think that's pretty rad because I've seen all the droid builders and I've seen the Wall-E builders, which are an offshoot of the droid builders. I believe.
Surprise!
There's all sorts of clone stormtrooper builders and yeah, you never see Ewok builders. That was pretty awesome.
Sorry.
So we're also
I'm
showing
sorry,
the
I
picture
laughed.
of you with the Ewoks at this point.
I
I'm
love the
sure.
Ewoks. So, what else did we get?
Did we want to mention how much this looks like the design by Richard Page?
You can talk about that all you like.
There's an artist named Richard Page he's from the UK, who did a T-shirt design or a print design of this.
Is that exact?
It's not exact, but it's pretty darn close. And it's been out for a while, like that design. He may have even done like
Well,
a
it wasn't
sculpt of it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I mean he doesn't have the rights to sell it or the license or anything. Like
Right.
this is an official.
Right.
This is an official Transformers toy. Like this is
Did they maybe
licensed.
contact him?
No, this is Wade Shin, different
Oh.
artist.
And,
I don't know if he saw it maybe at some point. And I didn't bring it up when I got his autograph. Like when I talked to him, I didn't want to like, hey buddy, like, did you rip that off? Or like I didn't say
I'd like
anything.
to see that design.
I could show you
Yeah, we'll have
after
to
the
look
show.
at that
and
later.
It's you can decide for yourself what you think about it. But when you look at this guy's other work, it's not.
Not that style at all. That's a little fishy.
It's not this at all. It's a really cool style. His work is really nice.
Right.
The guy does really good work.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't look like this.
In the meantime, I also found some old things.
I'm not saying he did. Maybe he
That I
has no
liked.
idea. He never might.
Right.
At
Not,
Emerald
No,
City
that
Comicon.
happens. It
he might
happens.
never have seen it.
It happens.
I found a couple Mighty Max that I needed to bring home with me. Do you remember these?
They were a little after my time, but yes,
Were
I
they?
do. Yeah.
Oh man, these things are awesome. The problem is, as much as I love opening my toys, I feel like at least for now, I really need to keep this on card. Like, it looks so good on card.
I mean, there's really like the art on the card is kind of part of the charm of
Yeah,
this.
it's kind of neat.
So good. I love these things.
Especially
So,
that one.
I mean, these
They
have been...
nailed the. I don't know what came first, the designer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
They
it's a
nailed
really
it.
good reproduction of the design in toy form. So a lot of people call these sort of the boys' version of Polly Pocket back in the day, which
Yeah,
I guess
could
it kind
see
of
that.
is. I
Kind
mean,
of.
you get your tiny Mighty Max is that little dude who's like half an inch, 3/4 of an inch tall. And then he goes in, these little head case things flip open and they become a little tiny playset for Max to play in. And this one was really cool because it comes with the other robot.
An extra robot.
And these things, like that one has wings that fit inside of its head to make it into a bat. And this one has this little guy that
comes like a brain
comes
thing.
like robot brain.
Yeah, these are pretty awesome.
I don't know. I love these. I think they're fantastic examples of awesome packaging and things. Good 90s toy marketing.
Yeah, definitely after my time.
And it kind of like bleeds over into the horror realm. So that was one of my fun finds.
All right, another thing I picked up is from Archaea Press. They put out a lot of the Jim Henson and stuff books, and this is Jim Henson's The Musical Monsters of Turkey Hollow, the Lost Television Special by Jim Henson and Jerry Jewell. So, and it'll
Awesome.
be like, it'll be the story inside in a comic book form.
Nice. Archaea always
I didn't
does
know
beautiful
anything
books.
about that.
Yeah, they always find these.
Was this
like,
real? Like, this is something they
Yeah.
were going to do?
They always find these, I think I got one last year at WonderCon. It was like Tales of the Sands or something like that. It was another Jim Henson story that had never been published or put out anywhere. And they put it out in like comic book form, or sometimes they'll just put it out in word form with like some pictures drawn by somebody else or taken out of Henson journals and stuff. It's really cool.
Right?
They do a lot of cool stuff at
Should
Archaea.
we go through the rest of this bag real quick? Because we got another big thing to get to.
Oh.
What else? What else? What else?
IDW had a bunch of little mini comics for free.
Oh, yeah,
We don't
art.
want to show this one, right? Because that's your...
Oh, I can't. We'll
You
show it
can
later.
show that one.
I'll show this one. I got a little Ewok print.
What was this one? Oh, this is just Emerald City book. Here's your...
Thank you.
Oh, this one.
Oh yeah, this was awesome. It's C-3PO and R2-D2 dressed up as the Blues Brothers, and it's a little sticker. It says, "We're on a mission from Leia."
I picked up the Drawings 2 book from Jake Parker. He had done a Kickstarter for Drawings 1, and then instead of doing Kickstarter, he kind of went his own way and he just did a pre-sale on his website for Drawings 2. So I picked it up this time.
All right, I got an Ewok print here from Ezio Mako. I have no idea if I'm even saying that right. Probably wrong. Check the link in the show notes.com. Super cute. I love the simple little line drawings like that. And then look at this adorable Halloween rat. So cool. This one's from StephLabrie.com. Again, link in the show notes. Lots of awesome stuff at her booth. Super, super cute.
You can still get this?
Lots of
Yeah, and
Great.
book 1 too.
Jake Parker, I love your stuff.
Yeah, really cool, right?
So as you
Yeah.
can see, lots of great art finds and like books
That
and comics.
character
Yeah,
is
I've seen
so
this
rad.
before. Yeah.
Skull
Really nice.
Chaser, I think his name is.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. Should we bring out something else cool that we found?
Should we do Blind Box first and then go to that?
Do you guys know what time it is? Blind Box time! Blind Box.
Blind box.
All right, so
What do we have?
this was sent in to us by someone who we're about to talk about shortly. Let's see, is this Blind Box? Or is this Blind Box? Let's go.
I didn't know this was Blind Box.
Well, I mean, you don't know what's in these boxes, right?
I don't.
Look, now it's a Blind Box.
Oh, Blind Box. I'll take this one.
I'll take this one.
Wait, do you open them this way? Not that way.
I think you open
I was
this
just
one.
turning them upside
I
down
think
because
you
they're
just
kind of
turned them
written
upside
on the
Who are
top.
these from? Who are these from? Trevor Frick. These are from
ITP Studios, I think is the
ITP
name.
Studios.
Let me get the thing. He's actually put his stuff in there, so we would be able to talk about it, right?
Do we know maybe what's in here?
I'm assuming a paper toy.
Paper toy.
Yes, you can. These are called Bit Plus. Bit Plus paper toy size, a box set, blind box style. Oh wait, these might be the blind box ones.
Ah, which ones? Which thing?
Oh. there we go.
Oh, these are.
Wait,
blind
I want to open
box.
this too.
Well, we can open all of it.
Okay, let's open
I
these
want-
first.
What?
Let's open this first, shouldn't we?
Or okay, those are the white ones will be our blind box since we don't know.
They're
what's in
all our blind box.
Okay. You can download all of the Bit Plus paper toys and find out other projects that they're working on at ideatopaperstudios.blogspot.ca. or Instagram ITP Studios, Idea to Paper Studios.
Link in the show notes.
Or Facebook.com/ITP Studios.
All right, so we're going to open the Bit Plus in just a moment.
Okay.
We're going to open these to show you what kind of paper toys Trevor often has for sale at places like Emerald City Comicon, because we ran into him.
We ran into him there and his wife and children.
These are awesome.
These are super cool. Who did everybody get?
I got a vampire.
Oh, nice.
I got Deadpool.
I got R2 and C-3PO.
Hey, you got two.
Well, mine are small and they go together.
Yeah, these are
Look
cool.
at how cool this is. Did you see the new Deadpool costume?
I did.
What did you think?
I've never read the comic, so from what I've seen from the comic to what was... Are you talking about the round...
Yeah, on
where
the
he's laying
barrel.
down? I thought it looked okay.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Looks like
It looked
Deadpool.
like all the pictures I've seen, yeah.
These are fantastic. So these are super cool, pre-assembled.
Yeah, the art's
Well,
pretty
Paper
damn
toy.
good.
These
He
ones
sent
were
them,
assembled.
sent them to us pre-assembled, so
That's
we
good
didn't have
because
to worry
we are
about
lazy.
it. But he has here what he called blind box. These are mini bit. And look at that. There's a little like printed
Cityscape
cityscape, so you can play with them when you're
Give me
ready.
a box. Give me a
These
box.
are mini bit, and we'll see. So he's got a couple different sizes here.
I'll take this one.
I'll do this one.
Oh, it says something on the
Oh,
outside.
it does.
Mine says Antonio's Pizzarama. Is that what
Mine
you're saying?
says Ninja Turtles.
Mine
Yeah.
says Ninja Turtles.
Casey Jones. Casey Jones. Casey Jones.
These are awesome, man.
Look at how intricate his packaging
Oh my
is. I love it.
gosh.
It's tiny.
Look
What?
at this
There's even packing
material.
material in there.
They're the tiniest.
I got a foot soldier.
I got Splinter.
I got Michelangelo. Get out. Get out of the thing.
They don't cut these by hand, right? The machine does.
No,
I
he
think
cuts these by
He
hand.
cuts these by hand.
Come on.
I got Mikey.
I think the whole thing is you buy them normally.
Look at him.
Because like the way they were selling them at the show,
Seriously,
it was
he
like
cuts these by hand.
I think it was like $3 for a sheet or something like that when you buy them at the show. I can't remember.
That's how much these are?
Yeah, for the regular size ones.
When it's uncut on the sheet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then so he sells them like this, and then you cut it out,
An afternoon of fun for the kids.
and then
And the
you,
artwork is awesome. It's fun.
yeah,
It's
and
super cool how he translates the characters into his style.
dude, look at
for
I
the-
mean this is a collector's checklist he sent us.
He made a checklist! Trevor, you're awesome!
The ones that he had at the show, there had to be like 100 of them.
That's fantastic. Do we open the rest of these?
And is he the only one doing the artwork on these?
I think so, yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool.
And basically,
Inspiring,
like,
isn't it?
Creature from the Black Lagoon's awesome.
whenever they get, like, if somebody comes up and they're like, oh, do you have so-and-so? If they don't have it, they write it down and they're like, add it to the list of, like,
Because
what
that's
they
what people
eventually need
want.
to make.
Look at the little shredder.
Oh, look at that one.
Look at him, a tiny shredder.
It's a great style. That's awesome.
Look.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, Judge Dredd.
Oh! Ah! Dread! Fantastic.
Boy, you sent a bunch of them. Oh, look at this one.
Ewok, 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 Ewok.
Now,
wait,
the thing is, do you just
wait.
frame that because it's like...
I don't know, it's kind of cool like that. So look how cool this is. It's got the little cityscape, so you can put your little dudes, like, he's fighting Shredder. That's awesome.
Those are neat.
Super cool. So you can get in touch with him at ITP Studios and get some of these awesome paper crafts and blind box, the Bit Plus, for yourself. Oh, this is such a great idea. What this one?
Donatello.
Trevor and Erica Frick.
Fantastic. Just
Good job,
excellent
guys.
work.
Definitely. Good job.
It's cool. He sends
I
you
should've
instructions. If you
It's
buy
okay.
them online, I'm sure you get these. Sends you the instructions on how to do it, what you need. Glue, all you need. Glue, ruler, X-Acto knife, cutting mat.
You guys. Oh my gosh.
What is it? Let me see.
Krang.
Oh, it is little body.
It is the most adorable, tiniest Krang that you've ever seen.
That's cool.
80s style.
Oh, you guys opened all the blind boxes.
You were reading.
Snooze you lose, George.
Snooze, you lose. And a great little tray and cardboard box that they come in.
It's really put together really well. It's
This-
awesome.
Excellent packaging
Yeah,
and good branding.
absolutely. Yep.
Together. But we got something else from Trevor, which if you follow me on, or if you follow Toy Break on Instagram, you may have seen already. But we're gonna show it to you again. right here. So we ran into Trevor. He's like, hey guys, I saw on the show that you were going to be here. So he gave us, this is one, Yesterday's Forgotten, Toy Break exclusive.
Oh,
by Trevor
my
Frick.
goodness.
So you'll also be proud, Trevor, the box survived pretty well on the way home.
Just a little thing in the corner, but
I
you
was
see there's
worried,
even a
I'll be
little
honest. I was
checklist
a little...
inside?
No.
Inside the box, there's a tiny little checklist in there.
All right. Are you ready?
This is crazy.
I'm going to need some help, George.
That's awesome.
I need some unboxing help.
Okay. So this was the little certificate.
It's signed. 1 of 1. Whoa.
Look at
It's
that.
like deluxe.
Yeah, uber deluxe, dude. Now watch this.
Oh, wait, there's more.
The freaking swords even come out.
How cool is
that's... Good job, guys.
Out of paper, you guys. Paper.
Look at all the little pouches and like...
It's really well made, crafted, and assembled.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool.
And it's got these cool cloth.
Yeah. And I asked, because they have,
Bandages around.
they had a display up with all their characters
Like 100
built
of those.
on display. And I was like, do you guys just like carefully package all these and like put them in a box when you leave, or you just like they're paper, you throw them away and build them new each time? And they're like, no, we pack them up and we just put them in a box.
That's a lot of time.
But they just
putting
like
those together.
Yeah, they just like put them out, and then like they keep them on display throughout the year at home so that they're ready to go at the next
Nice.
Oh, smart.
at the next convention they need them.
All right, so again, that is...
There's hundreds of them though.
ideatopaperstudios.blogspot.com, or same thing, deviantart.com. You can get the links in the Facebook, links in the show notes at toybreak.com, and facebook.com/itpstudios. There's also a Patreon.
Oh, there is?
Patreon.com/bitpapertoys.
Oh, let's look at that.
I would like to go look at that. Very cool. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for all the hard work you put into these, Trevor, and you guys
Yeah, they're pretty damn...
really well crafted.
Pretty damn spiffy.
And it looks like he said this is going to be a new line.
Oh yeah?
This is the beginning of a new line.
But the
going
purple one is ours. He can make more purple ones. You guys can have them too. I want everybody
I
to have
think
purple
this got
ones.
a little unwrapped in shipping, maybe.
We can rewrap it. That's the great thing.
Unless it's
a little
supposed to
No,
be.
it looks like it...
Was it supposed to be like that?
Maybe.
I mean, it looks.
Maybe not. This one's...
It looks cool. Either way, that may have happened in our travels.
Yeah.
It did survive the trip all the way back.
It's pretty awesome, though. Man. Wait, there you go like that, right? So you can see that.
Yeah.
Awesome. The key of awesome. All right, so I think that pretty much wraps up Emerald City. I had a good time. I would go back if it fit in with our con schedule.
Yeah. I mean,
Plus, I love Seattle. It's just gorgeous up there, and there's cool stuff to do. And Chihuly.
Dahui?
Chihuly.
What'd you call me?
You heard me. Them's fighting words. Fisticuffs.
Better watch it.
All right, so, but that's not all we did recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What else did you do?
We went to this other convention called Bye Bye Palooza. No, Monsterpalooza.
Bye
That's
Bye
what it was.
Yes, Monsterpalooza.
What is that, Neil?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Well, Monsterpalooza is a super cool convention over at the Burbank Marriott Convention Center, and it sort of focuses on all things monster movie and horror movie related. Lots of guys and girls from the special effects scene
And girls, yeah.
and movies and production side of things show up and share not just stuff from movies but their own personal sort of art projects.
Yeah,
which is really neat.
a lot of people that work in the industry, like myself, we have our own little side art projects that we do, and Monsterpalooza is a great place to show off all that stuff. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
There's so many talented people there.
this would be an
cool.
awesome time to show some of your stuff, but we captured Neil and took him and didn't.
We just
were
got
not
back.
prepared.
This is
True.
my last day today. So.
And you sold a lot of it.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
So we didn't say, hey, let's go do this filming. We just said, let's go eat dinner, and then we're like,
They
oh, you're
captured
doing
me.
this too.
Yeah.
We did.
So we didn't
totally
bring any
kidnapped
of
him.
Neil's stuff to show.
I
but
bet
there's
you could see
pictures
some at
online.
neilwin.com.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Neilwin.
neilwin.com. Or look on Neil_Winn on Instagram.
Ah.
It's a good one. And then I think it's just Neil Winn on Facebook.
So we only went on Sunday of Monsterpalooza this year.
Yeah.
And it seemed, and I was watching Instagram from people for the other couple days it was going on. It seemed even busier and crazier than it has been in previous years.
Yeah, it was pretty packed, for sure.
What'd you think?
Yeah, all 3 days, even Friday night, because it goes from 6 to 11 on Friday night. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, it was nonstop.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm conventioned out right now, so
It's
I
okay.
can't really
It's
talk.
Okay. It's okay. But it was a good time, and
Yeah,
did you even get a chance to walk the floor?
I didn't.
And, like, you didn't?
No.
Oh man!
Like in the morning, I'll try to get there just a little early, but yeah, this year I couldn't even get away from my table
Ooh.
to even go to the bathroom. I don't
That's
think
a
I went
good
to the
thing, though.
bathroom during the day.
What?
Oh, jeez.
Hey, at least we brought you lunch.
You did. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Happy to do it anytime. I think it's a really fun convention, and I'm excited. Hopefully, because I think they could expand and grow
Oh, definitely.
exponentially. So
And
they can.
they have a gallery, and a lot of it is like movie used props and
Museum even.
Yeah, museum. That's what I meant. And yeah, my brain's fried.
It's fine. You're fine.
But it's really cool stuff if you're like fans of horror or just like monster movies in general. It's awesome to go to.
There's like a Harry and the Henderson mask.
Yeah,
Harry mask
from
in
the
there.
actual movie.
There's stuff from Men in Black. There was one of the crazy-eyed gremlin from Gremlins 2.
Mm-hmm.
He was in there. There was an amazing Walter White head.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yes, I did. It was
That-
amazing.
I don't know why they had blue lights on him. I didn't
Because
like
of
that.
the meth that they made.
No, I get that idea, but like it makes it really hard to take a picture of it. And you want
Oh,
a
yeah.
cool picture of just the head, and it's got these weird blue lights. But the head itself was fantastic. What else was in there? There's animatronic turtle, Ninja Turtles.
Some artwork.
Creep show stuff. Out on the show floor, somebody had an Annabelle from The Conjuring and also the movie Annabelle, like in the box. It was awesome. There was I don't know what size person or adult it was, dressed up as Jigsaw, going through the place on like an adult-sized tricycle. Creepy.
It was pretty creepy.
That was pretty funny.
It's weird to turn around and you're like, oh, Jigsaw.
Yeah, it's
Right
kind of
behind me.
different too. Now that I think of it, where people cosplay as like anime characters and stuff at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
People cosplay as like
Horror characters.
characters
Yeah.
from like Aliens or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
It's all the regular con stuff, but all with a horror twist. Or a scary movie monster twist.
sci-fi. Yeah. All
Except for
kind
that
of stuff.
one cosplay furry.
Oh,
What
there'll
was
be
it?
a furry here
Yeah, I
and
know
there,
that
but those costumes look cool too. So
Here a furry, there a furry, everywhere a furry.
why not?
But there's also, aside from all that and the movie props and all that cool stuff to see that has that sort of Hollywood flavor to it, there's also like people just doing resin casts of like, I made a rad zombie skull. Like, check it out.
A lot of skulls.
A lot of skulls. A
If you
lot
like
of zombies.
skulls, a lot of skulls there.
A lot of skulls.
There's even some cute sort of horror related plush, like handmade plush kind of things around the
Oh, yeah,
convention. Girls and corpses, magazines and print publications. There's artwork everywhere. There's that. Oh, there's the guy that does the weird, like knuckles and teeth and
Oh yeah, he was right across from me.
ball sacks.
I'm not gonna be able to remember.
But
anything.
just creepy sculptures. They're really cool though.
Yeah.
really well done stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Search the hashtag
Monsterpalooza.
Monsterpalooza on Instagram
Instagram.
and look at a ton of pictures.
And of course, if you're into meeting horror related actors, let's say
Hey,
you want a picture of Doug Jones.
he was walking the halls. Yeah, yeah.
Or Linda Blair.
Linda Blair. I saw
Cloris Leachman was there.
John Favreau was walking around.
The dad from Family Ties was there selling autographs.
What's his name? Grossman?
Michael Gross. Michael
Yeah.
Gross.
Yes,
Something like
also
that.
from Tremors.
Guy from
He was
yeah,
not
Trevor.
there for the Family Ties related work.
He had pictures from Family Ties out, and he had a Family Ties board game on his table. He's not ashamed.
There was a board game out.
I think so.
That's
Probably.
amazing.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But there's also, people selling horror-related toys and merchandise, and sometimes you can find some little minifigures
Did I
around
bring
there,
the book? I
clothes
did.
and T-shirts and leather wrist cuffs,
I got a book.
all sorts of crazy stuff. It's really a wide variety of products.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
This was the new the book from it's the Art of Creature and Character Design by Sandy Calora. They were selling this there, but I picked it up because I was back to Kickstarter, and if you back to Kickstarter, you could pick it up in person if you wanted to and save Sandy the shipping.
Easy.
So he did a little autograph with a sketch inside and everything.
Yeah, and this book is a good example of like the artwork you'll find at Monsterpalooza.
Yeah,
Like the quality.
Hey, Jordu.
this kind of stuff.
Just really rad things.
Yeah. Steve Wang. So yeah.
So it's fun.
It's-
That's a fun convention, and they actually sort of do 2 a year.
Yeah. So there's one that just ended. It's usually in April or March. That's the main Monsterpalooza, and then in I think it is September, October time. That's it's called Son of Monsterpalooza. Doo-doo. It tends to be a little smaller, but it's still the same quality.
And you will not be vending.
I will not be
at
vending
Son of
it.
Monsterpalooza, but you will be there visiting because guess who will be vending at Son of
Who?
Monsterpalooza?
We
October
will.
Toys. How about that?
Some of your paint
What?
work.
Oh yeah.
That's not it. Oh, right there. Yeah, I did that.
If you go look at the,
What is that, Neil?
This is a fellow coworker, Hiroshi Katagiri. He's got a Kickstarter going to make a movie he's been wanting to make for years. He's made a few short movies, and now he's trying to get this one funded through Kickstarter. It's called Gehenna, Where Death Lives. And I helped him paint the prop, the kind of the creepy guy prop.
that you can see in all the Kickstarter
Yeah, the
videos
promo.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's still going now, right?
I
Yeah, should be,
believe so. Yeah, I
It's-
think it might have
awesome.
a few more days. I'm not
Less
sure.
than 2 weeks left.
Oof. So you might be able to still back this on Kickstarter. If not, you can always check in on Kickstarter and get links to where the movie's at in production.
Yeah. Last time I
see what's
checked, it
going
was
on.
it was getting pretty close to being
Was
funded.
that one
but
this morning, or as of this morning of Sunday morning when we went to Monsterpalooza, it was at 120,000 out of 200.
yeah, that's
So
good.
Okay,
that's
so
good. So hopefully it'll get there.
They could definitely make that. So other than Monsterpalooza, which you had a fantastic time at, we had a fantastic time at. So you do all sorts of amazing things on your own aside from the movie work. You have a sketchbook out.
Yeah,
You have prints.
I have prints.
You have magnets.
I have
You have
magnets.
sculptures of
Just
all
keep talking.
shapes and sizes, painted, unpainted. You have a wide variety
Yeah,
of products.
I try to have a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Very cool.
And all
Anything?
can be found at neilwin.com.
Neilwin.com. If you go straight to neilwin.com, it'll take you directly to my online store.
And that's
Perfect.
2 N's.
Yeah.
Winn.
NEILWINN.com.
Because
And if they
Neil
wanna see-
wins twice.
And if
The
they want
second
to
N is for extra win.
see your stuff in person, where else could they find you this year?
I don't know. There's this little convention in November. I think it's called
Diz?
DrawerCon something.
Drawercon.
Drawer.
It's
Drawer-
Drawercon.
DrawerCon.
You jerk.
I think it's
DesignerCon, of
I think
course.
it's too early to start pimping November already.
Come on.
I'm
It's
pimping
only
Neil.
Okay.
9 months away. Whatever.
Very cool. So people can come to check it out in person.
Yes, definitely.
And if not, you can
I'll
check
be
it
there.
online.
Always. DesignerCon.
Yay! Other than that, we have a couple other events coming up. Maybe we should talk about those.
I forgot to
Maybe.
mention my
Oh, tell us about it.
Crabs Adjust Humanity. Crabs Adjust Humidity.
Sounds a lot like another card game.
It's a third party. It's a crappy little third party unofficial expansion
For what?
for Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, that's what it sounds like.
I've never played that game.
Crabs
haven't?
Adjust
I
Humidity.
don't think so.
Oh my gosh, I know some people that you need to come play with. All right. We got to go teach Neil about Cards Against Humanity. But that is super cool that you found that.
Yeah, it was a little expansion pack. You can put it on your regular deck. Have more funny words and things to say.
And you found that at Emerald City.
I did.
Very cool.
People can't get in trouble for this.
I don't know. It's a parody.
Does it even say? Oh yeah, it does have the.
It does say no. It says Crabs Adjust
No.
Humidity, but it does say it's an unofficial, unauthorized third-party expansion. And it says don't buy this if you don't have the original game. It's useless without it.
But does it say cards?
To the hit party game Cards
Oh, it
Against
does say
Humanity.
it on there.
I was gonna say if they didn't put the name, I imagine.
And then it says
it's-
Cards Against Humanity is a trademark of
Fine.
Cards Against Humanity LLC.
Oh,
But
they're
they
fine.
are telling you don't buy it if you don't have the original game. Like it's not a game on its own. You need the rest of
Oh.
the game. So technically
play.
they're just helping sell Cards Against Humanity, right? Like
True.
In a way, yeah.
And maybe you could find these at some of the events we have to tell you about. Like WonderCon, which is coming up this weekend. It's a comic and popular art convention at the Anaheim Convention Center in Anaheim, California, April 3rd to 5th, comic-con.org. I'm sure we will be there at least one day, maybe two, who knows how it goes. But they have Dippin' Dots at the Anaheim Convention Center, and that makes me happy.
I
like
will
the
not be at
Dippin' Dots.
WonderCon.
okay.
Boo.
No,
Well,
a lot
that's-
of people are asking me that.
Oh, really?
Monsterpalooza,
Well, it's coming
yeah.
up so quick, so that's probably why they were like, are you going to be there? Are you going to
Yeah.
be there? Lots of other toy type people will be there. I know Squid Kids Inc. has a booth. Some other people, I know Skybound.
Yep, Skybound
will
has
be
a
there.
booth. Selling
And you
Walking
can get
Dead.
You could get Skybound's Super Fight
Yep,
card game.
another cool card game to get.
Speaking of cool card games, cool.
Maybe we should make one that's like Awesome Punch and call it a crappy third-party expansion of that and start making our own cards. Also coming up, Star Wars Celebration, the ultimate fan experience focused on a galaxy far, far away at the Anaheim Convention Center, April 16th to the 19th. StarWarsCelebration.com.
That one we will also be at.
I will not.
It's okay.
Neil will not. And also, Sideshow is going to be having an art show there. Did they announce that? Because so many people were talking about it.
Everybody seems to know about it, but I didn't know if we were allowed to talk about it.
I don't know. Like,
maybe let's not talk about it.
all right, don't keep
You
an eye
already
on
said
Sideshow. Because I haven't seen it. Haven't seen it announced anywhere, but there was an awful lot of people talking about it today.
Well, let's see.
All right. Well, I'm not going to say anything more. Keep an eye on Sideshow.
If you're coming to Celebration, there's some awesome things in store.
From Sideshow.
There we go. Also, right around the corner from that is C2E2, the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, is bringing the best of pop culture to the South Building at McCormick Place in Chicago, Illinois, April 24th to 26th. C2E2.com.
You know what? I think people can talk about it because I remember in the rules you were allowed to Instagram like sneak peeks, but you weren't allowed to unveil the whole thing.
I haven't seen anybody Instagramming.
I don't have Instagram, so I don't know.
Interesting.
Well, we've said enough.
Seriously.
What else is coming up, Alien?
Well, not long after C2E2, mere weeks away. Weeks away is up. Thanks.
Is this shitted up card?
Thanks,
that Neil just pulled out of somewhere.
I don't need that. I made that. We have Bricks LA coming up, which is our new local Lego fan convention where you can come and see. We're going to have over 6,000 square feet of public models on display that have been built by Lego fan artists and vendors. And you can come hang out. It's $5. Kids 12 and under are free. It's at the Pasadena Convention Center in Pasadena, California, May 16th and 17th. You can check out bricksla.com. And we are very excited for our first year. We're very excited to unveil the Lego-ness on Southern California.
Awesome.
Yay.
Coming May 16th.
Maybe.
Neil is awesome at committing to stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Anything else you want to tell us about coming up? Or
NeilWinn.com.
just doing lots of work?
Just doing a lot of work. Really busy.
Making monsters?
Making monsters.
Living the dream.
Living the dream, as they say.
As everyone says.
All right, well, that is it. First of all, thank you, Neil.
You're very welcome.
For being back on the show. We missed you.
We missed you, too.
For the lunch.
I mean, we didn't, because
next time I'll try to be a little bit more
but Toy Break missed
coherent.
That's fine. We kidnapped you.
Next time we'll bring some of your art to show.
Maybe I'll have something new to show next time.
Hey, there's the bottom of some of Neil's art.
Don't look at that. No.
They can only see the bottom.
It's really old.
Oh, stop it.
I can do much better than that now.
Just
Don't Luke Chew on me and take it off the wall and paint on it.
Can I?
No.
I would love to. Can I, please?
No.
Come on.
Do you know how many years it took you to do that one? 3.
Really? Well, one for each panel.
Exactly. All right, let's wrap this up. Check out the show notes at toybreak.com for links to everything we talked about. Watch past episodes, join in the contests and discussions on our forum, and support the show by clicking on the Amazon link before you shop. Just go to toybreak.com, left-hand side of the page, click the Amazon, go to Amazon, shop as usual.
Amazon.
Costs you no more, gives us a couple shekels, as they say, on other podcasts.
You're good at that. It's like you've read that before.
Call and leave us a voicemail, 818 Am I Good? Email us, info@toybreak.com if you'd like to. Don't forget you can send us stuff in. Just go to the contact page at toybreak.com.
It has our mailing address.
Send in stuff for us to look at,
for
review. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/toybreak. Check out all of our toy briefs, our toy girls, and our full episodes at youtube.com/toybreak. You can follow us on Twitter at toybreak.
You can follow me at Aileen Gaspar.
I'm at George Gaspar.
And I'm at Neil_Winn.
Fan.
Or on Twitter, you're Neil Winn Art.
And on Twitter, I'm Neil Winn Art.
And
Thank
you
you.
should follow Neil on both.
Sure. Do it all.
Yes. You're so humble.
That's it. Wrapped it up.
Wrap it up.
It was good to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for inviting me.
Welcome. You're always invited. Especially to 24-hour Toy Break.
Oh.
All right, that's it, you guys. We will see you next week. Same toy time, same toy channel.